The woman was at home cleaning the windows, unaware that the wall behind her was slowly inching closer. Before she could react, her face was forcefully pressed against the glass. Just as she was about to be flattened like a pancake, the wall suddenly returned to its original position. At first, she thought she was just exhausted and hallucinating, so she didn't dwell on it too much. However, this wasn't the only strange occurrence. While cooking, the woman discovered that the eggs she had just bought were hollow inside. Thinking it was just one faulty egg, she grabbed another and gave it a firm squeeze, only to find it also crumbled to pieces. She went through the entire carton one by one, realizing that every single egg was hollow. As she pondered this peculiarity, she suddenly recalled the day she first moved here. All the neighbors had shown up and enthusiastically thrown her a welcoming party. Everyone had genuine smiles plastered on their faces, except for one woman named Margaret who had frantically claimed they shouldn't be here. The crowd was baffled, thinking Margaret had lost her mind, because this was supposedly the happiest community on earth. It was so perfect that the woman felt everything around her seemed unreal. Ever since moving to this small town with her husband, she had felt her days were very empty, polished yet dull. Every morning, all the women in the town would see their husbands off to work at the same time. Here, every man worked as a programmer. In the mornings, the women would do fitness training together. In the afternoons, they would swim, sunbathe, and have tea. Time was abundant, leisurely, and comfortable. The woman felt that although this life was easy, it was extremely tedious and boring. However, Margaret was an oddball among them. A month ago, she had violated the rules and taken her son into the northern desert without permission. When the guards found her, her son was already missing, with only his favorite toy left behind. After that day, Margaret seemed like a different person. She would tell anyone she met that everything in the community was fake and warn them to leave quickly. But no one took her words to heart, instead gossiping that she had gone crazy from losing her child. However, the strange events of the past few days made the woman feel that perhaps things weren't so simple. Until this afternoon, when she was taking in the laundry, she accidentally saw her neighbor Margaret holding her son's toy, staring off into the desert. This piqued her curiosity even more. So she decided to secretly head north to investigate, without telling her husband. Oddly, before reaching the final destination, all the other passengers on the bus had already gotten off one by one, leaving only her and the driver. However, when they arrived at the last stop, the driver said company policy prohibited him from going any further. Just then, a plane crashed in front of them. The woman urged him to go help with the rescue, but the driver insisted on turning back. Left with no choice, the woman walked towards the crash site alone. She struggled over the large mountain near the town, only to see a strange building at the summit. As she approached and peered through the glass, she witnessed a sight she had never seen before. The next second, the glass emitted a red glow. Suddenly, a wave of dizziness hit her and she fainted. When she awoke again, she found herself back in her own bed at home. Yesterday's events seemed as if they had never happened at all.